One, two, one, two. Yeah. Alright, I believe we are good to go. Sorry about that. Alright, it has been some time since we have played the first game. The holidays are over and Below Zero can begin. I have not forgotten. I have not abandoned. We are here. Hopefully that's all good. Alright, I believe we are good to go. I'm gonna be doing a custom difficulty. I think, maybe. I don't know if this disables achievements. I'm really not certain. Alright, that answers that question. Just a little quick Google search, and no, I cannot do custom, although I would prefer to do custom. Just simply to make a better experience for me, but custom will disable achievements, and there are 4 achievements that I will attempt to get. Should be easy though. So yeah, we're gonna just do the standard survival experience. Lock in.
This is the farthest that I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research isn't everything.
It is to me. And Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altair's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
Approaching 45-46 feet. Surface temperature is... Drop pod deployed. Enjoy your stay.
Alright, so this is so far Below Zero, and as you can tell, there's already a lot more engaging story dialogue. Kind of has to be. There needed to be a change. Very pleasant change, in my opinion. Something I really wished.
New blueprint synthesized.
Yeah, that's different too. I really wished in the first Subnautica game we could hear the main character talk in some way. I understand why it didn't happen because, you know, first game developers have made before. Got a lot of confidence in their success of that game, so it didn't happen. So I understand that, but still something that I wish was a thing. I get everything here.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
So yeah, this is really interesting. A lot of people don't like Below Zero. I've never really understood why the game gets so much hate. I understand the game is not as good as the first game, and I can agree in some ways. I can agree that this game is not as good. But there
New
are
creature discovered.
there are a lot of amazing new things about the game, and for one, the outcrop system is superior in every way possible. I prefer the outcrop system of this game significantly more than the first game. Limestone has no change, so limestone is our usual titanium and copper. But there are now more. Each of the minerals have their own outcrops. So silver has their own, gold has its own, lead has its own, diamond and lithium are no longer in an outcrop. But there is something else about this game that is that can make it a lot more easier going. Is there's just these ore veins that you can just grab ore, and honestly I've played this game before, so I know about that spot right there, and that is an absolutely goated spot. It's pretty game changing, pretty cracked, if I do say so myself. But yeah, the Below Zero is an amazing game for as a game as it is. If you just compare Below Zero as a video game as a whole, like, how can you not agree that the game is absolutely amazing? It looks stunning as the first one did, if not maybe even potentially better, because there's actually weather in the game now. The first game didn't have weather. All the first game had was a solar eclipse that can happen. This game has not necessarily rain, but obviously snowstorms and just regular light
Plants
levels.
contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
So as she just said, no more acid mushrooms. We now need ribbon plants for batteries. No more acid mushrooms. So there's that. That is a nice little change. I like how they did they made it ribbon plants instead of acid mushrooms, because ribbon plants are a little bit more uncommon, so you can actually, it's kind of very dependent on the person, I guess, on if that's actually a nice change or not. Fully understand if people don't like it or not. And then we got the Arctic Peeper here. He's way faster than me because I don't have all the fins. But yeah, very good game. One of the quality of life features already that you can toggle on and off, as you've seen, is we're already experiencing a hailstorm. But one of the quality of life features, as you can already see, is that there is a accessibility feature of highlighting the things you can interact with in a different color. I didn't mean to really do that. I wanted to do this. So there you go. I have mine in highlight color of red. You can change it to whatever you want. It's a very good feature for me. I don't have great eyesight. If you watch the Subnautica one, here is the outcrop for lead. You get lead. So all outcroppings have the options of getting titanium. So this is the outcropping for lead, and it's going to give you lead and titanium. So yeah, let's... There's other things that are really nice changes. I won't go right away into saying all of them. And for those of you who may be potentially interested in reading, get ready, we're about to do some of that.
Found the drop pod.
I want to offer my sincerest condolences on the passing of your sister. I got to know Sam better towards the end of my mandate with Altera on 4546B, when we were thrown together as basemates at Outpost Zero. She spoke often and fondly of you. I thought you should know, it didn't sit right with me when Altera blamed Sam's death on negligence. The Samantha Ayu I met was many things. Kind, clever, devoted to her work, but never negligent. I wish I could offer you something more substantial, but my access to information has been cut off. You may be in a better position to look into things than I am. If you're able to, Delta Station was our HQ. They were in a big hurry to leave, and there might still be information to be found there. It has a big radio tower, impossible to miss. I hope you find the answers you seek. Lillian Bench.
So, the whole reason why our main character is here is to find out what happened to the death of her sister, Sam. This is the little notice letter that Altera sent her. I'll let you read this. And then these are some of the last audio messages that we have from Sam. I don't think they're like actually like recently last. I think they're like some of these are they're taken like in between like long distance of time, all the way up to her last one there, and we're going to listen to all of them right now.
Robin, guess what? I got the job. I'm going to 4546B. Now I'll be able to improve the mechanical avian amphibian under real-world stress conditions. Listen, I know your stance on Altera, but I just hope you're happy your sis is happy. I sure hope my sis is happy. I can't wait till we talk again. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can you watch my Augie while I'm away? I need someone I can trust to look after my best little potato. Potato, listen. I tried, but that name is just not sticking. He's my little oxtrabite. I'll leave the starchy tubers nicknames to you. Anyway, if you say yes, thanks, baby sis. Love you. 4546B to Robin. Come in, Robin. Remember when we used to play old-timey Space Explorer? This is kind of like that, but it's even harder to communicate. Well, let's see. I got your last message. Altera is not, as you put it, alterizing me. Things are going well. My project has a new name. Say goodbye to the mechanical avian amphibian, and hello to spy penguins. We're training the bots to mimic the creatures. Check out the photo. And I think I'm kinda seeing someone. I know it's not like me to just find a date, let alone on a mostly uninhabited water planet, but actually, you know what? Forget I said anything. Yeah, it's probably not even a real thing, but anyway, I'm sorry to hear XenoWorks might be strapped in the revenue department. Sounds like they still have you busy Xeno working, though. I know there's no way to guarantee an alien intelligence startup will succeed, but you've put so much into it. I hope they find a way to keep going. I know how much it means to you, getting to work at a small place where you have control over your research. All right, I gotta go. Later, baby sis. Love you. Hey, Robin. I got your Augie photo. Thanks so much for taking care of him, even though he's a cranky Hey! The nickname actually fits that way. A cranky potato. I know he can be a handful, but I really appreciate it. I'm a bit worried about my other baby, the mission. One of my penguins found something big. But Altera is just like, nothing to see here. Honestly, kinda glad you can't answer, so you can't, rub it in my face. Go ahead. Bask in the fact that you were a little bit right about them. My project is on the line. My job. My safety. I heard about XenoWorks getting bought. I'm sorry. But at least you still have your job. I guess you're one of us now. Like it or not. Welcome to the Altera family. I should probably go before I say something I regret. Love you. Keep your chin up. Eye on the alien prize. Hey, Robin. I'm sorry my last message was so awful. I've been under a lot of stress. I'm not sure what's going on with anything. I can't really talk about it either. Oh, and I'm definitely not dating anyone on this water planet. Don't know what I was thinking there. Have I told you how cold it is here? Get this. I can't even get my wash and go dry before the wind freezes the moisturizer in my hair. Wild, right? Well, anyway, I'm sure you're mad at me after what I said, but I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you. I'm sorry. Hey, Robin. I really need someone to know. I'm afraid something terrible is gonna happen. You were completely right about Altera, okay? You were right. I was wrong. The cat should be called Potato. I admit it. Sorry. Bad attempt at a joke. I don't know what to do. I guess I should just come out and say it at this point. I've said this much already. We found a frozen leviathan that's infected with Kara. Altera thinks they can use it for something. Weapons, experimental treatments, a whole range of things. But one end of the range is ugly, dangerous, but profitable, of course. What if it gets out while we're messing around with it? Or worse, what if it ends up a bioweapon in the wrong hands? I hope I'm overreacting, but I don't think I am. Anyway, message me back, please. I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you.
Alright, so that is that. So, a little bit of context there. So, Robin worked for a company called XenoWorks, and Altera bought the company. So yeah. And obviously Robin knew that Altera was full of shit and corrupt and just not a great company for their employees. They probably are a great company for people who don't work for Alterra, at least in the higher up positions. But if you're in the lower end positions, it seems like it's a pretty awful company in that sense. But yeah, let's see what are these survival things are. Well, alright. I guess we can look at some of these other ones while we're here. Looked at all that tech equipment stuff we've all seen before. Habitat. We have all that stuff. We know about that stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this that.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
Okay, nope. It's happening. I think I need to go here, and we're gonna go and make one of these. I know something happens when I do this.
All right, I have a scanner.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
In goes the battery and titanium, out comes a scanner. Every xenobiologist's favorite tool. This planet has some fascinating flora and fauna, and I can't wait to learn about them. This will also give me access to a greater tool set. I'm assuming Alterra left behind tech that I can scan for blueprints. That should make surviving and exploring out here a bit easier. Don't worry, Sam. I haven't forgotten I'm here for you. But it can't hurt to do a little research on the side, right? I know you would have done the same. I will find out what happened to you. I promise.
I'm trying to take into consideration of the tools in the future. Yes. I can think of at least one more of these. Pretty certain I'll need one of these. Go ahead and make one of those. Make one of those. Hi. Let's get all this moving. Now I am not as great at navigating the and at least in the start, like I struggle navigating the first map. Another quality of life change is that once you scan something, you can hover over the outcrop and it tells you
Should be able to use this.
copper. So we're getting some odd voice lines here because the game wasn't expecting you to get stuff so soon. They expected you to go straight to the life pod. And so yeah, that's why my character is only now dialoguing about stuff I've already found. Get up, please. Still have that problem. So yeah, in the fabricator there, if you were familiar with first game, in terms of what we could craft at the start, you may have noticed.
Cache nearby.
Yeah. You may have noticed that some of the tools in the early game of the first game are not unlocked to us already. We have to go out and find them. Obviously, I know exactly where to look.
New creature discovered.
So yeah, just doing the intro bits of the game, you know, getting the initial resources, all that yada yada yada. The goal for the episode is to get the base location reached, found, and dropped, and I also want to get the starting vehicle, just like I did in the previous.
Oxygen.
Yes.
I was a little nervous about dropping into an unknown area, but luckily, this biome seems to have an abundance of minerals I can use for tools and upgrades. I didn't want another situation like Bizantos 5. When Xenoworks dropped me off, there were barely any resources. I survived off the land for 3 months with just a knife, my lucky PDA, and some rope. I am still kind of proud of that, though.
Damn straight, that's pretty impressive. Okay. One of the, I didn't mention this in the first game, but one of the quality of life features that Below Zero implemented that ended up getting added into the first game was actually that little green bar next to the tools, batteries, and the food. That was added in Below Zero, so in the first game, those little green bars weren't next to those things in the first game. They ended up having to be implemented later on. Alright, so it's dark outside. Unfortunate. I should always have my scanner out so that I insta-break it. One thing that will be different, though, is I'm fairly certain this game, if you watched me play Subnautica 1,
Oxygen.
this game doesn't have a stasis rifle, which obviously I use to safely scan the Leviathans. I don't think I'll have such luxury this time around. I think I am on my own and going to have to do this the hard way. This is a weird place for a limestone thing. Much like the first game, the map is handmade, so it is interesting to find little weird things like that.
Oxygen.
We need to get a bladder fish so that we can make the air bladder. Is there? There we go. Bladderfish slow right on down when it gets dark because they can't see. Easy grabs. This is why I picked up the flare. there's a method to my madness. Now you can't tell, but the sea
New blueprint synthesized.
cluster things here have changed a lot. For whatever reason, they've made them red. They were yellow in the first game. I don't know, maybe them being cold makes them red for whatever reason. Who's to say for certain? Let me just go over here and get the supply cache. Getting the beacon in this game, as you can tell, is significantly easier because this is I'm going to an actual beacon, like, locator thing. So in the first game, I had a little bit of trouble getting a beacon fragment, but getting the beacon in this game is significantly easier. You just wander over here, and then you'll get the supply cast signal. And then that's that. All I gotta do is scan the beacon, and then it's done. Oh, I didn't need another flare.
Oxygen.
I am not leaving this.
Use
I can
beacons to
even
mark
pick.
traverse territory. Show or hide the signals of your choice with your Xenoworks PDA. Now with surface support.
I'm telling you, Sammy, you see some weird things when you spend half your day in a sea truck.
More vandalism? Was it the sea monkeys again?
I don't think so. I can't shake the feeling this planet is cursed.
There's no such thing as a curse.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's nothing. You wouldn't want to hear about it anyway. Just a huge creature frozen in ice.
What? Where?
In a cave, not far from your lab. And here's the extra weird part. As soon as I called it in, they closed off the area. They don't want anyone going in there.
But why?
Sammy, I'm no biologist, but I think there was something wrong with it. Its skin just seemed off. Alien.
An alien on planet 4546b. No.
I'm serious, Sam. Something ain't right. Wish I could show you, but I can't get back in there.
You can't. But I might know how to.
Whatever you're thinking, we never had this conversation.
So yeah, as you just saw, good lord, I can't speak. The sea monkeys will loot my shit, so I have to make sure I'm not holding anything when they're around, because that guy though, he was a professional. He snuck up on me and said, "Yoink, thank you."
Oxygen.
Once again, we don't question why I'm able to, hold on. Once again, we don't question why I'm able to, refill my oxygen without even putting my head above the water. I guess that's skilled, I guess. But yeah, Below Zero is a much smaller game compared to the first game. A much smaller,
Oxygen.
much smaller amount of Leviathans. I think the first game had a total of like 10 Leviathans. Like 2 or 3 of them were just skeletal remains. And then you had like 4 Leviathans, if I remember correctly, were like just friendly Leviathans, and then you had the 3 aggressive ones. In this game, there are also 3 aggressive Leviathans, all very well designed and just amazing in my opinion. Obviously, the Reaper Leviathan is just too iconic for anything to be able to beat it. But in my opinion, the 3 Leviathans that are in this game are far more like cooler looking than any of the Leviathans that were in the first game, with maybe the exception of the Sea Empress. I was expecting another audio log, that's why I didn't come inside so soon. But it didn't happen. So there we go, we got beacons already. And if I didn't mention it in the first game, which I think I did, not certain on it though, the ability to pin recipes was also from this game. This game added the ability to pin recipes, and then it got added in later on. We start off with the compass, so that's interesting. We start off with the compass this game, but we didn't have a compass start off in the previous game. We had to find the compass in the previous game.
If you are tired of hearing the word oxygen, the air bladder provides a significant upward thrust to help you get to air faster.
Throughout those flares, they'll eventually burn out. But they won't be needed anymore because I should be able to get I just gotta grab them out. The batteries. Grab this. This. And then go here. Give me 1. I think I need... Go ahead and make the compass right away. There's this new item here, the mineral detector. It's not all that great. Actually, I will make it though.
The mineral detector can sniff out raw materials, potentially saving you hundreds of hours of searching.
Used all of my silicone rubber that I have. What a pain, bro. I didn't realize I used all my silicone rubber. What a pain. Oh, that's not what we need. I could. This is also different. The recipe for this is different. This was simply like 3 titanium before. Now it's 2 titanium and a fiber mesh. You won't catch me complaining. I do like just anything that delays progress. It's not too much delay, if you know what I mean. That was one of the small, but yet not very important complaints. Not that really big of a deal complaints that I had with the first game. Was it was so easy to just make so much progress in the beginning. Wink. I don't know. bothered me. I'm a type of guy that really likes to kind of have to put a little bit more effort into their progression. That's just how I am. I don't really like things to be super easy. I don't mind things that are easy, just as long as they're not super easy. You know what I mean? We need to go back this direction. We can take the put the mineral detector down here. We don't need, and we can put the flashlight. I mean, we need to rearrange this whole thing anyway. Let's get you there. Let's get you there. And then let's get you there. We'll get our knife going in the middle once we get one knife. I didn't scan the sleep clusters. Not that I need to, because I mean, if you've watched anyone play the first game, or you played the game yourself and you read all the things before, I don't think the dialogue stuff changed. Maybe they did. I don't know. I don't read them. I don't really care to. I read the ones about the Leviathans. And some other ones, but I didn't read a lot of those. Alrighty, we need the titanium. And then the knife can go in the middle. No twirling around this time, I guess. So yeah, I don't...
New blueprint synthesized.
I don't know how long this episode is going to be. It should be a really short one. Relatively short one in comparison to the normal 4 hours ones that I did previously. I'm thinking this could be 2 hours. I'd be very surprised if it took me that long to, I can actually do a lot. By a lot, it's going to be happening. This game is just simply a lot shorter and just doesn't take it nowhere near as much time.
Adding additional blueprints to your databank. The standard oxygen tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing. The Sea Glide.
Oh, the Sea Glide's smaller now. Hold on. Has it? Hold on. Has it always been like that? In Below Zero? Has it always... Like, it's definitely smaller in the first game. I don't know why. But has it always been like that in Below Zero? I genuinely don't remember. I don't know why, but they made the Sea Glide just 2 squares smaller. I get 2 more extra inventory space because it's just slightly smaller. You won't catch me complaining. But it's just something I've noticed. Like, it's definitely smaller. I just don't remember if it's been smaller like this entire time of below zero, and I just completely have forgotten about it.
Is a personal
Or what?
transportation device used for high-speed freediving. Contains a built-in light and map.
And I already have like a sea line. Like, did I have a sea glide within like 40 something minutes in? I'll have to go back and check that. I don't think I had the sea glide in something minutes in my previous one. Where are we going? And then we're about to see something new that I don't really know how to. Oh, there was a sea glide right here, and I literally, wow, I thought that was an egg. I thought that was an egg, in case anyone was yelling at me like, what am I doing? I thought that was an egg. I hope anyone hasn't forgotten about these guys. But yeah, I thought that was an egg. My apologies. I mean, it doesn't matter nonetheless. You're not who I thought that was. You're not what I thought that was. Now, where was his hole? There it is. Yeah, don't ask why, but crystalline. This is another weird change. Crystalline sulfur is on surface levels. If you know anything about the first game, crystalline sulfur was very. Whoa! Holy crap! Crystalline sulfur was really deep. I won't say how deep, but it was really deep. Much deeper than 60 meters. Much deeper. So that's an interesting change. And then there's these things. They just, yeah, they give oxygen. Some people will be like, yeah, that's really cool and whatnot, but and they are. They make things just significantly easier for cave traversal. Right? You'll be able to stay down here for. No, you do not get to touch. No touchy. You coming closer? What's up? I know you wanted to. There's silver.
Warning.
That's more silver.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Where'd he go? This is the outcrop for silver. Nice. This is the outcrop for gold. The calverite outcrop, which is sandstone.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. New creature discovered.
So I can just continuously bounce in between these two oxygen plants, and we are chilling. By the time I need oxygen again, this other plant will have I mean, it's already regrown, like, holy crap. Definitely need the silver ones. And there's another plant over here. It gets challenging to stay down here once I get below 100 meters. So once I do that, then this whole bouncing in between the oxygen plants things not to be as easy. It will get definitely scary. Already finding the laser cutter. That's a creature egg. How... They just straight up tell you what the eggs are. In this game. In the previous game, they tell you it's an unknown egg and you have to hatch it, and then...
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
And then after you hatch it and you find another one, it'll be like, yeah, that's what that egg is. You found it. Good job, buddy. Let's go back. Come on, game. I'm looking right at it. So annoying. As soon as this plant respawns, I'm going down.
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Going to be a little on the quiet side down here. Need to be locked in. I actually can't believe it. I'm actually getting really lucky that I just found the laser cutter so easily like this. And
New blueprint synthesized.
What's going on here? I saw that? Shiny. Propulsion cannon. I don't really care for this. We didn't use the propulsion cannon in the previous game. Grab that.
That sounds like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
Do you see what I mean with like the actual main characters like actually just talking? Like it's just so much nicer to actually just realize that that's the person I'm playing as is like actually has like reactions to stuff. Like playing as Riley in the first game, he just like a mindless drone. See a scary Leviathan, absolutely unfazed. Like it's just another Saturday for him, I guess. Like bro has seen and been some places. We're hitting the 1 hour mark and a lot's about to start happening, bro. About to start doing some crazy exploration, sightseeing type stuff.
Picked up what sounds like a distress call. Who or what is out here calling for help? It didn't sound human. Maybe it's from a remnant of architect technology. In her message, Sam's colleague did say there was something important here. Even if it's just a mimic from one of the more intelligent aquatic specimens, that could be a major find. Or if it's from Altera, it could have bearing on what happened to Sam. I should definitely check it out.
So I don't know if this was mentioned at all in the first game. I don't think it was, since, you know, we're quite literally discovering them in that game. But the aliens who built the alien facilities, like the giant gun and all the other facilities, the containment facility for the Sea Emperor, the aliens who built those structures, they're called the Architects in this game, or at least in the Subnautica universe in general. They're called the Architects. So that's what she was referring to. She thinks that that alien signal has something to do with potentially Architect technology. Lots of titanium, but as you know, there's never enough. Never enough. Although I'm pretty certain the titanium requirement is pretty drastically reduced in this game. Okay, if I was to make a, not that I need one, but if I was to make a repair tool, I would need I'm going to want a repair tool. So as I mentioned in the first game, that disinfected water is absolutely not obtainable by any means that we can do. We cannot get disinfected water by crafting it. In the first game, you can craft disinfected water, and it was the superior way of hunting and murdering the bladderfish, but in this game there is no disinfected water that we can obtain. We have to resort to bladderfish until we get the machine that produces water in our base. That machine also exists in this game, of course, so we just need to get to that machine and we should be chilling. I think I can go on 2 people. Don't underestimate the people. As I thought, 2 peepers, and I was good to go. Let's try dropping off some stuff. To finding more loot I go. So yeah, I'm a lot more familiar with this map than I was, mainly because, it's hard not to be more familiar with this map because it's so much more smaller. Like, it's significantly smaller. So it's pretty hard not to be familiar with the map. All bark and no bite, I hear. fine. I have kidnapped the child. Stop the flare, don't be flare. So the penguins are relatively friendly until they, but if they witness you kidnapping their children, it's all out war for them. What's up, good big friend buddy? Chill. Relax. I just want to scan you. Just a little bit of scanning. These things are a little bit more of a threat than the stalkers were in the previous game. But they're still relatively not that crazy.
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Our first vehicular fragment, if you're not, unless you count the Sea Glide, then the Sea Glide is a vehicle, then that would be the second vehicular fragment. I do not
Warning,
count that.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
And there's oxygen plants down here as well. They're everywhere. They make the game like that. They make the whole like threat, like warning oxygen, like so much less, and that's why I personally don't really
Warning,
like them.
passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Not concerned with it. Story time!
Sanctuary power critical.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking. We're running out of time.
What is all this?
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage medium identified.
We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
It will have to do.
You were incredibly rude for blocking my scan.
How long have you been stored here?
Longer than hoped.
Warning. Sanctuary power critical.
Our data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay.
The all
Hurrying.
It's the all spark from Transformers. Kidding, of course.
Storage medium accepted. Brace from transfer.
Brace? What's happening?
Transfer. Transfer complete.
How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head.
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA! Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component!
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me. Hello? This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
Where the architect says, "We'll allow you a moment to process." Robin puts her finger up. So it's like, it's just like interesting. It's like, I wonder if the architect can actually like do that to her, like control her, like a small way, perhaps. So yes, we now have an architect in our head, and I know this is a lot of, it was a pretty big story event that just happened there. Pretty insane stuff going on in this game. Very dramatic for like 0 fall damage, almost.
Warning, passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
There's the rebreather. We didn't have to find the rebreather in the first
30
game.
seconds of oxygen remaining.
Doing okay, I'm doing okay. Somewhere within this trench is another upgrade that I need. I'll admit, I did say that I have a little bit more of an understanding of where I'm going in terms of the map, but this trench is confusing for me. Nice job, dude. You nailed it. You had such an amazing opportunity to deal damage, and you nailed it. You executed it perfectly. So yeah, this trench area is very confusing to me because there's a specific location I'm trying to find, and maybe struggling to actually find it. So yeah, we could be here for some
Warning,
time.
passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
That's not it. Is it like at the top? Yeah, like I said, I am not very good at traversing this trench and trying to find the spots that I need. Would help a lot if I remembered the Y coordinates, what meter level it's on. That would help a lot.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
This is an interesting little hidden PDA. I don't think I've ever found this before. There it is, right there. Wow, I just stumbled across it. Get this upgrade.
New blueprint synthesized. Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
So yeah, I mean, I wasn't paying attention, truth be told, but I believe that was the other oxygen tank, right? Because in the first game, they just give you the first oxygen basically for free. It's just a bunch of titanium. And then the second oxygen, they just also give you the blueprint for it right away. But yeah, we gotta scan windows. We didn't have to scan windows in the first game. There's some water. We have to scan a wall locker. More water there. Didn't notice it. And then here's our builder tool.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. New blueprint synthesized. Oxygen.
Whoa! That's crazy. I don't have another battery on me. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do so much within like the next less than an hour here.
We understand this arrangement is undesirable to you.
You're not real. Go away.
To go, we require a suitable body for transfer.
Why do you keep saying we? How many of you are there?
One of us and all of us. We do not think of ourselves as individual, distinct.
Why don't you start by telling me who you are?
You may append your seed code to my species designation. Please call me Al-An.
My whole life I've been dying to meet a sapient spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No, it's fine. It's perfect. Where are you from, Alan?
Your kind calls us architects.
A precursor race? But what are you doing here?
That is a long story. Perhaps you would prefer to focus on the construction of a new storage medium to which I may transfer.
Yes. Fine, absolutely. How do we get you out of my head?
I have added the information to your databank. You will need to find the necessary components.
Any idea where I can find them?
It is unclear. I have been disconnected from my network for so long I cannot locate the coordinates.
So, unbeknownst to a new player of this game, if I was playing this game for the first time, you would think, oh, this is just one step in the story and then there's more to it. Wrong-o! We build this guy a body, and then obviously there's like more cutscene like things, animations that happen, and there's a lot that happens, but we build this guy a body, and that's basically the main story. The other thing is we also have the side story of finding out what happened to Sam. So there's finding out what happened to Sam, And then there's Build Allen. Now that we know his name, Build Allen is a body, or a body, not specifically his. But as he said, they think of themselves as one of us and all of them. So anybody, I guess you could say, technically is his body. I don't need, do need some titanium, but I don't need to hold them all at the very moment. Another change, titanium ingots costed 10 titanium in the previous game, and they still do. They still cost 10 titanium in the previous game, but now they cost 5. So yes, significantly less titanium is needed indeed. I did not mean to do that. A rebreather, we can go ahead and grab this right away because we're not going to need like a, and then, we're not going to need, I needed to grab some of them ribbon blondes. What was I have completely just blanked out on what I was wanting to do. I should probably actually pin the recipes that I may actually want to be pinning so that I don't blank out. So yeah, we want this, we want this. Very simple things to get, and yes, I remember what they need. I just completely blanked out on. Yeah, we'll want that in the future. That requires. We need another. Computer chip. So we're gonna need 2 of those. This. Then we need copper. We can find a ribbon plants in little cave things like this. And I need copper. Dang it, really inventory full already?
Warning, passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Oxygen. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
He actually managed to hit me. I am definitely surprised.
Warning.
Grab it, please. Grab
30
it, please.
seconds of oxygen remaining. Oxygen. Warning. Passing.
Got that.
100 meters.
I think we're good.
Oxygen efficiency.
No, we need one more thing.
Increased.
And I'm not gonna be able to hold it, bro. Nah, fiddlesticks. I could probably make a room. Drink. Heal. And drop titanium. Nice. Doing good, doing good. Bruh.
The rebreather facilitates extensive free diving by recycling air more efficiently at significant depths. Breathe the freedom. Adding emergency shelter blueprints to your databank. With the Builder tool, you can construct sea bases from raw materials, advising against exploring a frozen water continent. Without a base. No bed. No storage. No place to put a fabricator module. No fun.
Come here. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, we're missing the wall. Oh, they give us the battery charger. I didn't know that. We had to work for the battery charger in the previous game, but they just given it to us in this game. You won't catch me complaining. Alright. Yeah, so we're gonna need copper. Something I do not have. I think we're pretty much good to go. We need, we need copper. How much copper are we needing? Need one for you. Makes 2. Do we have the quartz for that? No. Okay, so I needed the one thing of quartz for this. We got that. We just need to get 2 copper. I need 2 more things of quartz. Am I even gonna have the inventory space for this? I think like barely. The things of copper isn't gonna cut it, I believe. I think I need more. Yeah, I need 2 for you. I need 4 things of copper. So there's that, but that's fine. Should be. Let's just get the 2 things of copper for the solar panels first. You need to drop. No, actually, I can drop 2 things of titanium. Hopefully, that's not going to come back and bite me. Now we're good.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Alterra beacon signature detected. Unique identifier. Delta Station dock.
Delta Station. This is the place Lil mentioned in her message.
Okay, so over here are some big ugly fishy guys. They're all fucking barking.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
What are you doing? They are actually really huge. Truth be told, they are actually massive. They may not look like it, but trust me, They're actually huge. Shoot. So these guys are little wuss-wuss. If you do any damage to them, they will run scared, bro. They're a little wuss-wuss. Now let's go this way. They do decent damage, though. I'll give them credit where credit's due. But they are very wuss-wuss.
Mineral-rich crevices detected below. Geothermal activity detected. Caution advised.
Everything's
New
coming
technology
all
acquired.
Everything's coming all sunny side up for me. But if you watch my Subnautica 1 playthrough, you know that it will be like that for a bunch of stuff, but it won't be like that for everything. Lots of scanning to do, but I won't be able to grab anything because inventory is full.
This is a recorded message. If you can hear this, you're trespassing. If you know what's good for you, you'll get the hell out of here.
And if you know anything about the first game, that voice might sound oddly familiar. It's kind of crazy. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I know the way I'm supposed to be going. I'm just simply not going the way. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, my brain just, like, completely switched off. Mineral detector there, and that. Jump scare right here. Brace yourself.
Stop right there, Altera. You're out of bounds.
I'm not with Altera.
And your position is doubly precarious.
What do you mean?
If you're telling the truth, you're out of your mind. If you're lying, there'll be hell to pay.
Wait! Who are you?
Stay off my land.
It's not meant to be a jump scare, but people just don't expect it.
The woman in the exosuit has been traced as far as my technology will allow.
In the future, I hope you will avoid contact with the woman in the exosuit. I am among the last of a dying civilization. If you were to compromise your well-being, the species could go extinct.
What makes you think she's hostile anyway? A little grumpy maybe, but who wouldn't be, stranded out here alone?
She did not respond to my distress call, and she is well armed.
Maybe she's afraid of us.
I have no desire to find out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Holy interruption. Anywho, so yeah, it's not meant to be a jump scare, it just kind of happens, because people don't really expect it in this game. Don't ask me how, but simply coming in here warms me up So yeah, there's that. And there is a massive load of scanning to do. The game doesn't identify that woman, for just in case you didn't play the first game, they don't do that. But that is none other than Margarita Maida, the last and only survivor from the Degassi crew, which you can learn their whole story in the first game. Dun dun dun! She's been alive this whole time. There's another builder tool fragment there. And she has quite the story to tell. I will later on reveal. I think the story reveals how she's still alive, or more particularly how she's here on this side of the planet, because if you've watched the ending cutscene, then at the end of the ending cutscene of the first game, we're doing the whole catapult into using the planet's orbits to catapult and launch ourselves. And in doing so, we go around the planet, and you can actually see the Below Zero map of Below Zero. And if you watch that cutscene, you know that like those two locations are literally on completely different sides of the planet. If you know about planet 4546b, you know that majority of the planet is simply one biome called the Void. And traveling all across the planet in just simply the Void is like something completely no one does, or it's like just extremely dangerous. It's filled with all of the largest leviathans known to the planet. One of my favorite introductions right here. I will need to
New blueprint synthesized.
I will need to do some research to make sure that the music from that thing is not copyrighted. I
A map
really
will come in
hope it's
handy.
not.
I should be able to find my way to Phi Robotics, where Sam worked.
So yeah, that's another thing. We get an actual map. So we are here. This is the yellow point. We are here. There's Omega Station over there. There's Phi Robotics. There's the mining site, and then that's Outpost 0. And obviously we do get a map in our PDA that we can get a much closer look at, whatnot.
Communications tower maintenance log. Another day, another slight by the winged furies. As usual, I got an interference alert. As usual, I went out to see what the problem was. As usual, it was frozen stalagmites of feathered bird excrement. I fear the career impact of saying this officially, if you can even call what I have a career. But I could swear they're targeting me personally. The week I was out with the flu, I came back to find the tower spotless. Parvin laughed at me when I asked him how he cleaned it. Silly me. As if Parvin would ever clean anything. There's nothing left for me to do but quit. But I know that's what the birds want me to do. Oh, and I got the tower up and running. Maintenance complete.
Oh yeah, that guy's funny. He believes birds are targeting him.
Jenny, you wouldn't believe the adventure I'm having. It's just like when we were kids and we used to play Underwater City, only sea monsters aren't pretend, and I don't need to hide behind you when one swims by, because I'm safe in my sea truck. Safe and Very, very brave. Please tell Dad for me. Thanks so much for the mustache kit, by the way. To be honest, I wasn't sure if it was a gag gift at first. Personal grooming is something of a challenge here, and as you know, I'm a pretty low-maintenance guy to begin with. But you'd be surprised how handy mustache wax is in an emergency. There have been some close scrapes. For a while there, someone was sabotaging my truck, and I thought I was seeing things. But my friend Sam helped me sort it out. Although, she's had some troubles of her own lately. To be honest, I get a little worried out here sometimes. But I guess that's normal, under the circumstances. Gotta expect a little risk, right? I should be happy. I have great friends and a good paycheck. Anyway, love you, Jenny, and Dad. Please find a way to tell him that he won't find embarrassing. And don't worry, I'm looking for the perfect fish to bring back as a gift. Your favorite!
Ah, yes. Nothing like a souvenir than a pet alien fish.
For the last time, I'm not cheating.
Then what's your theory? What's going on?
If you ask me, Zeta's been blinking a lot. I think it's a tell.
He does have a point there.
It's allergies.
Allergies? Oh, is something in bloom in this frozen sector?
Thermal lilies. And if you gang up on me, I swear you're all fired.
You're not even my boss.
Oh, you're also gullible. You're fighting each other. Meanwhile, look at Parvin. Just look at him.
What am I doing? I'm not doing anything.
Let's just take this to a vote. All those who think Zeta's allergies are a bad case of alienitis, say intruder.
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 Intruder. Danny,
Oh, I'm just an observer here.
I'm going to use my pass.
is there some kind of scientist conspiracy going on here? Zeta, Sam, Danielle, you three are suddenly very aligned.
Or, like I said, Parvin is cheating.
I'm starting to wish I was cheating.
Tower maintenance log. Okay, this time the birds have really done it. I don't know what they've been eating, but it's corrosive when it comes out the other end. I'm gonna need to rewire. I'm short an element to fabricate the right cable. I remember seeing some when I did that dive to the old ship. I'm gonna go out there and see if I can get some more. That should fix it. Maintenance status in progress.
There's that.
Integrating new PDA data.
Cushy setup. Must belong to one of those higher-uppers. Maybe I can find clues about Sam here.
Good morning, Frostpack. Just a quick update to inform you of some key achievements and priority shifts we need you all to get behind. The spy pangling project was a resounding success. Please join me in congratulating Samantha IU, who is now reassigned to Outpost Zero, helping us dream of future initiatives. Congratulations are also in order for Danielle Valenti and her team at Omega Lab. The closing of Phi Robotics means important funds can be redirected to their Kara bacteria study, which has important, positive implications for the life sciences. You're all doing an exceptional job, and I don't want to promise anything, but HQ has been taking notice. Keep up the good work, and I think we can start discussing bonuses soon.
Sam really got under management's skin. I didn't know she had it in her.
What you call it, the Kara bacteria, yeah. As a reminder, the Kara bacteria is what we got infected with in the first game, and the whole goal of the first game was to cure ourselves of said bacteria. So just to remind you of that. Yeah, there's a personality E5A401C5N1. What the hell does that mean? Okay, here's the map. And all the facilities on it. Delta Station, HQ Communications and Logistics, that's where we are, the yellow one. Phi Robotics Center, Engineering and Robotics, that's the green one there on the left. Outpost Zero, Xenobiological Research, that is the purple one on the top. The Kappa Mining Site Material Excavation, that is the little orange/brown color, whatever you want to call that, right next to Delta Station. And then the Omega Lab Biological Research Classified, all the way over there on the right with a bunch of green stuff around it. It's in that direction. Where did that go? Over there. It's not exactly where that marker is, but it's over there.
David, you'll be happy to know the Frost Pack is making excellent progress. I must say, my management style appears to be uniquely well suited to isolated planets. I miss you, of course, but I wonder if you feel it too. As great as we are together, we're almost better apart. Just look at how well Prosperina did in her last show. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to see it, but I'm sure if I'd been around, I'd only have made her nervous. Once this mission is over, I'll come home for a few good months. And then, what do you think if we look at reorganizing our expectations to facilitate longer-term separation success? I really think this could be a great model for us going forward, romantically and otherwise. Don't forget, I love you from the depths of my heart. Keep on succeeding in your projects. You know there's nothing I find more attractive.
Yeah, that dude's weird as fuck. I don't know what that guy's on. He's weird as shit. Can't believe I missed this though. Glad I came back for it. Oh, there. It's just that. Alright, so a bunch of the items I can grab, I'm going to come back and we'll save all that item grabbing and whatnot for next episode. We're going to finish this episode off. So we're going to go slightly over to the 2-hour mark. The stopping and listening is really taking more time than I thought, which is fine. We're gonna go, I need water. I go over here, grab water, whatnot. hopefully, and then we're gonna build the base. And we got the sea truck. Let me go ahead and get that nice and pinged. The first new vehicle of the playthrough. So yeah, we're gonna build the base.
Seek fluid
and then
intake immediately.
Gonna build the base. Gonna build the sea truck, and then that's where we're going to call it for the episode. I don't think I'm going to. Obviously, the base is not going to be fully fleshed out, just like in the first playthrough. We'll make improvements to the base as the series goes on. But to get it placed down, marked down, and just ready, set to go.
I have determined the location of.
I didn't mean. Oh God! I instantly. That thing.
Some important technology. I implore you to investigate.
Will this help us build you a body?
I do not know what we will find. I just know it is important.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
And emerald glass is also a lot easier to get because in the first game we needed to get the stalker teeth, although I got really lucky on getting those things. But yeah, you just need diamonds now. Synthetic fibers is a pain. And then there's a thermos for coffee, because hot liquid drinks can be used to warm us up just a tad bit. And then sea truck upgrades have for whatever reason, this is one thing I don't like about Below Zero though. For whatever reason, they added the upgrades to the main fabricator, making other fabricators that exist in the game useless, essentially. Kind of weird. I don't know why they did it that way. I genuinely couldn't tell you. We already have 2 things of water. I was going to go out and get some, but I don't need to. So 2 things of water
Vital
isn't going to cut
stabilizing.
it. Grab it, please. Holy crap. Love just pressing the A button and it doesn't do anything. So yeah. What was I wanting? Alright, people, come here. Belt back to Delta Station Dock, which I'm going to mark in red. Go slightly to the left. Of course it's gotta be dark when I want to come over here and build something. Like, good God. My timing's impeccable. Over here to where these thermal vents kind of like are, right up to here. This is where it's a bit of an odd spot to build. I know, it's a weird spot to build, but it is. I just might end up liking. I'm gonna get a nice good spot here. I'm gonna try and get it a little bit more level to the ground, and right there.
Oxygen.
And then we get one of these. This is one thing we didn't have early on in our base. Let me get one of these. Going down. And I'm gonna do a T compartment. Or not a T compartment. I almost forgot.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Doesn't look like it, but it's nighttime. Righto. Any chance I have missing titanium for that? That's okay because I didn't say hello. Oh, creature egg, eh? There is plenty of lithium over here. I won't bother picking it up. Plenty of it here. We need the titanium more than anything. So this base location is, I personally like it a lot. And it is admittedly mainly viable due to the fact that they changed the outcrop system so that I can get titanium from just any outcrop in the game. And then, so that makes that a lot easier. As you can see, there is all kinds of outcroppings over here.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
So that I don't forget, because I'm definitely going to have this problem in the future. Let's go ahead and drop this. Dang it. This time I'll get it going over here. And then I need Ugh, I needed a coordinate. How much titanium do I have? Enough for 2. Let's go.
Detecting stern of an astronautical salt transcove vessel nearby. Vessel name, Mercury 2. Inoperative.
Ah, yes, that reminds me. So in the first game, there was the main story, and then you had the optional story of learning about a crashed cruise ship of the Degassi crew that we know of. Well, in this game, now there's the same thing. We got the main story of building Alan's body, our personal side story of this finding out what happened with Sam's death. I know that might seem strange. The main character comes here to find out Sam's death, and you would think that's the main story. No, it's not. Main story is Alan's body, side story is Sam's death, and then the optional story of the Mercury 2 crew. What happened to them? Actually, it's not perfect, but that's as good as I'm gonna get it. Okay, so we can throw some just small stuff in here. Hopefully that's enough inventory space to grab everything. One way to find out, I guess. It's time to go back to the pod and go grab everything. They did make the vines with the creepvine seed clusters a lot more rare, as you can tell. Oh, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh. What we want? Oh man, we perfect on what we want, bro. At least I think we are. Let's see. Let's see. Gonna want. Oh, yes. El Perfecto. Just barely made it back for okay, let's throw all of that in there. This should be fine right here. I'm not a fan of doing it that way, but it's what we're gonna have to do. Let's get the I'm gonna add just a few things. Just a few things on the list. Let's get this and this and this. Once those 3 things are built, that's it. The episode's over. The episode's gonna end. Okay, so what do we need? Let's get the battery charger one going first. So we need copper. Oh, we could also get quartz while we're at it. No reason not to get quartz. Gonna need lead.
Warning. Okay, so 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
That's gonna be 2 things of copper. That's gonna need 2 things of copper. That's gonna need 2 things of copper. So we need 6 copper. I have 3, right? Yeah. I really don't need to be grabbing all the titanium. Although I do need a titanium ingot, so I do need I actually do need 1 more titanium. Then we can stop getting titanium. We get 1 more, then we stop. Don't need lithium. One thing of titanium and then stuff. This is for chance of lead. Give me that. do need this as well. We need 4 of these. Wait, no, we need a lot more than 4. We need 8 of those. One more titanium. Chance of silver, no thanks. That's 4. 5. 6. Hopefully my math is right on that one.
Warning.
I don't know why.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Then we're gonna need some of this. We need 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oxygen.
Inventory full. Dang. Dang. We gotta return. But yeah, one of my favorite, if not probably my actual favorite feature that this game added was the jukebox and the glorious, like the jukebox isn't just filled with some like crappy, like just lower tier music of the main game music. Like it's actually some pretty high quality stuff. So I do hope that that music isn't copyrighted so that I can listen to it. Okay, we're gonna need a titanium. You can get actually do need 2 more pieces. We do need 2 more pieces of, okay, so I need 1 of those, I need 2 of those. Okay, let's get the first thing built. It is pretty crazy how they just like here's a battery charger. You don't have to work so hard to get it. I definitely do appreciate it. I don't have the thing. I gotta have. Seriously, just 6 hotbar slots and that would have done it, bro. 6 hotbar slots and that would have done it. Know what I mean? So yeah, that's going to recharge. Why do I have a thing of fiber mesh? Oh, I do know. I know why. I wanted to make there is no medkit fabricator in this game, so no hand holding there, which I'm actually okay with. Should probably imagine. Okay, so the battery charger could come off. It's confusing me. Okay, actually you need 2 more pieces of titanium for another thing I didn't build. You're a pretty cool fish. You're a pretty cool fish.
New creature discovered.
need lead, quartz, and table coral. And we do need 2 pieces of titanium. Wait, can I pick it up, please? Thank you. Okay, so lead. No lead, of course. Why would it give me lead? That doesn't make any sense. Coral.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
We need...
Oxygen.
Okay, we got the lead. We need the quartz.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3. Need a lot of quartz.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Oxygen.
One, two, three. I need. I think we got a thunderstorm going on. Yeah, we do. Look at this. How cool is this? Like a little cool little thunderstorm. You didn't get to experience this in the first game. Pretty sad. I mean, there's mods for it, of course, but we didn't play on a PC version because we're on the Xbox. So we got I need to depot a lot of this stuff. Why do I just have it on me? Okay, back to base I go. Fun fact about my base, it's right next, well, I wouldn't be right next to it, but it's about like 4, maybe 300 meters away from a Leviathan. Leviathan would never come out this way, but it's really close to it. It's really close to Leviathan. And it's not friendly. Alright, so we need some wall. let's depot this stuff. Need that. Oh, I had a piece of lead here. Fiddlesticks. Give me this. Do I need... I probably don't know. Or do I already have one? What? Sea truck is a modular vehicle. It is going to be the inspiration of the modular vehicles of the second game in Subnautica Below Zero. Not Below. No. The second game is Subnautica 2. Subnautica 2 is what I meant to say. Jesus. Think of this thing like a semi-truck, or a semi-truck that can carry multiple different trailers, I guess. Not that I know many of those things, but or a train, underwater train, maybe. You know, carrying multiple. We can have multiple little things on the back. As our truck is going to get longer as we go on. Anyway, I need quartz. Where to put this thing? Where to put this lovely dove? Friends. Yay! But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. We are going to finish off by going through, well, by the looks of it, we're going to finish it off by going through 55 logs. Probably not all of them. Some of them probably have to do with like some equipment stuff that we don't. Yeah, 14 of them are tech. If you're not interested in that, then so yeah. But let's start off with the actual other logs and apart together. That's okay. We've seen that one. Avian Curse. We've heard that one. And then we got one new with Sam. Oh, it's a drawing. Thanks for everything, Fred, Sam. So there's that. A personal log. Mischievous
Some
monkeys.
of the wildlife down here is very grabby. If I didn't know better, I'd say they're after my supplies.
That is from the sea monkeys. We were meant to hear that. We were meant to hear that when the sea monkey stole our thing, but we didn't. Okay, alien data, alien robot. This is also something that was scanned in the previous game, so I don't know if it's changed or not. There it is. Architect containment cube. This is new. Architect storage media. Ion cube. And then the outcroppings. Then we get into the actual interesting stuff. The new brine wing creature. The brute shark. The pinwing. Pinwing. The Arctic ray. The sea monkey. Sea monkey nest. The Arctic peeper. The bladderfish. This is not new, but here it is. I don't know if I scanned this in the first game, truth be told. I think I did though. The boomerang. The hoopfish. The spinnerfish. Then all the flora. Creepvine. Creepvine seeds. The honeycomb fungus. Sulfur plant. The horseshoe shrub. Also known as the nut sacks. Fucking thermal lily. Bullseye shroom. The coral bridge. There's 9 of those, hold on. The crescent moon coral. Kelp root. Oxygen plant. Pink narrow leaf. Radiant sieve coral. Ribbon plant. Shelf coral. Twisted mandrake. Violet bew. And all that. Yep, the 14 text things. I click on these. I'm not expecting you to read many of this, but I mean, there it is. I'm clicking on these just so that the little dot fades. You can, however, read about the sea truck. I did do all the other vehicles in the previous game. Here's the sea truck one. And then there's that. But before I completely close off, I keep forgetting about this that I want to build.
The grow bed lets you grow plants and vegetables, providing flavorful options for evading scurvy.
Alrighty, that's gonna do it. And so, yeah, I will catch you guys in the next episode. A glorious episode 1, if I do say so myself. Bye-bye.